Hey everybody, welcome to the video. So today I'm going to finish welding up these frames that we've been doing. I've got 6 left to do, but today, and actually yesterday I changed this, but I'm going to use that dual shield wire from Blue Demon, and it's an 035 size, and I'm going to use that in my Vulcan Migmax 215. So follow along, let's check out how this comes out. Here are the 6 frames that we've got to do today, and here are some of the welds that were done yesterday. And again, this is a flux cord gas shielded wire, and it's 035 size, and I'm real happy with the way these welds came out. Look at that nice ripple effect, and it's laying nice and flat and has deep penetration. Just exactly what we were looking for. Now these are ground down, into a V, but that's some deep penetration right there. That's almost a full penetration. You flip it around on the back and see that it's not. But that is deeper than I was getting with my just MIG welding, the 030. So this is that Blue Demon dual shield 035 wire, and it runs on electrode positive. It is a flux core. Most flux core runs electrode negative, but this one's flux core gas shielded, and it runs electrode positive. The settings I'm using are, I'm using the manual settings, and then so I'm running 8 on the voltage, and I'm running G on the wire feed speed. So our gas, we're running about 27 cubic feet per hour, and it's a 75-25 gas. Of course, we're using our titanium modular welding table, and it's working out really good. All right, and on this flux cord gas shielded wire, it splatters more than just the solid MIG wire with the gas shielding, but not near as much as just the bare flux core wire. What I found though is I'm using this anti-splatter spray, and what that's doing is keeping any of the BBs and stuff that do form from sticking to my table. Just a quick spray, and this thing's non-stick. Just use a square to lay this out, make sure I got everything nice and put together. That anti-spatter spray makes this table a little slicker too, as far as laying these pieces out. Then I just use my fixture clamps to lock everything down. And that's one of the main things that I like about this titanium fixture table, is these clamps are really nice. Looking good. Okay, now that everything's laid out in square, let's weld it up. On this dual shield 035 wire, it calls for a 1/2 inch to a 3/4 inch stick out. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to use small cursive E's and keep a very consistent stick out, and I was shooting for about a 1/2 inch. A few times it got shorter, a few times it got longer, but that was the goal. This 035 wire being flux core, it is a drag method. So If it's got slag, you must drag. I feel like these welds are coming out really, really good. So that slag peels off like nothing I've ever seen. And then these welds look nice and flat and smooth, and they've got deep penetration. I really didn't see any signs of porosity. There's no undercut on these, and there's no cracks. I mean, it really looks nice. All right, here's the next one. It's the same as the last one. So it should just be a matter of putting pieces in and welding them up. All right, I'm happy with it. Let's weld it up. We put this table on wheels, and sometimes it makes it a little bit shaky, but an awful lot of the time it makes it really convenient just to spin the table around instead of chasing it around with your welder lead. I like it. This is the best arc shot I've ever gotten. And with this, you can see the cursive ease. You can also see I kept a consistent stick out. It might be a little shy of a ½ inch there, but you can also hear the pre and post gas flow on this nozzle, just showing that this is indeed gas shielded flux core wire. I like these welds. These are nice. So for 1/4 inch thick welds, that's pretty nice. Basically, these are butt joints and they're going in smooth. This is the big test. Is it welded to the table? Nope. Past that. I'm really impressed with how smooth these welds are. Check this one out. They are nice. I've heard that inner shield wire called 7018 on a spool. But I'll tell you what, my 7018 stick welding has never looked that good. I have two this size to do, so hopefully I can set the clamps up and then not have to move everything next time. These clamps, when you're using them, I found that if you take this off, which just slides off, they are a lot easier to use. When you're threading the nut on, you don't have that other piece flopping around. So on these clamps, you can put multiple clamps on the same post, and that's kind of cool. Save me adding another clamp there. All right, let's weld it. Welding has really become kind of an addiction for me. And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have been able to get into it without Harbor Freight. Their welders and their equipment, this fabrication table with these clamps, there's no way I could have got a project like this to come out that good without this table and these welders. I like it. All right, let's see this slag peel. Very nice. So I've heard this inner shield wire or dual shield wire called 7018 on a roll. But I'll tell you what, my stick welding's never looked that good. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, this one's the same size as the last one, so it should go down with these same clamps. And by using the anti-spatter BB preventer, our table's still nice and flush. Good. Weld it up. I like this mask. These welds honestly look way better than my skill level. It just makes it too easy. We're building these cabinet doors with these frames. And honestly, with these welds, I wouldn't have minded paying somebody for that. It looks good. I'm a hobbyist welder, and this is a DIY project. But I'll tell you what, the nice thing about DIY projects is you learn an awful lot. And I am a whole lot better welder today than I was when we started this project. I wouldn't trade what I learned doing this for anything. This Vulcan welding cabinet sure is handy. It's got all the storage, plus holds all the welding. You really can't beat it. These welds, like I said, can't get over it, and here's the pile of frames that we made today. Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for this video and this project. So I tell you what, I am super impressed with that flux cord gas shielded wire, or dual shield. And that's Blue Demon, but there's about 3 or 4 other companies that make it. That's just the only one I've tried. That's the 035. It runs so good. I'll tell you what, it's taken my welding to another level, and I'm gonna order a roll of 45 and try it out on some heavier projects. So other than that, appreciate you watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like this content. It absolutely helps the channel. And we invite you to subscribe to see more. We appreciate you. Have a great day and be safe.